I recently turned 38. Let me tell you a story about longevity. When I was younger, I was constantly living with a feeling that my time is running out. When I started to take making art seriously at around age 22, there was a part of me that thought that to be really good, you have to be someone who has put in the work since they were 5 or whatnot. Why bother at all, I thought. At this age, I should already be something. And if I'm not, I had already wasted my life. Anything I will do from now on, even if I get kind of good, would not make me number one. I could never be top of the class. And if I can't be that, then it's just not worth it. Boy, oh boy, what a miserable time that was. But my passion was still burning for this thing. And so for a year or 18 months, I did my best and I actually got pretty good, pretty fast. Everything was good. People were admiring. I was on the right track. And yet, since I couldn't become number one, an amazingly famous artist in a year and a half, I got discouraged and I quit. Between the ages of 24 and 34, I have not done any serious drawing, nothing. I focused on various jobs and other pursuits. Honestly, anything that might make me feel successful faster. And I thought I was done with art. There were a few problems with my mindset back then, as you can assume. And I think the first thing is that I thought that in order to be successful, I have to be technically better than everybody else. Second thing is kind of embarrassing that unless I'm the most successful person, none of this is worth it and I can't enjoy myself. And on top of that, I had absolutely no concept of how long things actually take to materialize. Maybe part of it was because I got good pretty fast. Anyway, I picked drawing back up at age 34. It was a hard year and I felt like it could be good to have something to focus on every day, kind of like meditating, to have something that is mine, no matter what happens in my life. And it might have been the first time in my life I agreed to do something not for the sake of some impending superstardom. And that was a big relief. Now, granted, I may never become the most technically skilled person to ever exist or the most successful artist. None of that stuff. But my mindset has changed. I worked hard and I'm pretty happy with what I'm able to do. I achieved things that my 22-year-old self thought were already impossible for me because I'm too old. That nuts 22-year-old would probably brush those achievements off as nothing. That's the thing. I realized that being number one is so random that until you've been doing this for a good few years, you don't even know what you're doing it for. In fact, I learned that once I've achieved a certain technical level, drawing in itself was no longer that interesting. The question started becoming, what am I doing this for? Who is this serving? I realized that success is incredibly relative. The concept is ever changing, and once I've eased into this conceptual flexibility of what success can be for me, the world did not seem so limited anymore. There are so many ways to experience success, to touch people platonically in helpful ways, not self-serving ways. I feel like at 22, I was still too broken and too childish and driven by the wrong things to make anything of myself. So, you're probably younger than I am because this is the YouTube demographic, and you got time. The real success is when you're able to do things that come from within yourself and enjoy them. It's when you're able to genuinely appreciate what comes out of you because it's yours and not because some people like it and not because you're the best.
One more thing, in order to keep making these videos, I have to become a sort of an internet beggar that asks you to join their Patreon for a few bucks, but the Patreon is not without benefits. It includes entire recorded lessons on art fundamentals as well as worksheets, and it is occasionally updated, so give it a try, my friends. Thank you.